So is she going to win Iowa?
I don't think so. I think Trump's got Iowa.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Trump, right? He's still on the ballot, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think the last poll I saw had her like 5 points behind him or something, if I'm not mistaken.
The polls. Do we believe
that must have been New Hampshire. We got nationwide, according to Real Clear Politics, we've got Trump at 61%.
In Iowa?
Nationwide.
Oh.
Haley at 11
Oof.
and DeSantis at 10.9. So he's got a 50-point lead. In Iowa, according to RCP average.
Why are you just going straight over my boy Vivek?
Because he's a non-starter.
He's not on there.
He wasn't even invited to the recent debate.
Yeah, who gives a shit? That's all rigged.
All right. Calm it down. We'll get your boy. Well, he's not even on here.
See, because he's not even polling.
Oh, here we go.
It's crazy.
He is. They're not putting him on the poll.
That must be it. He's got all the money. He should pay for them to put him on the poll.
I mean, that guy. It's insane 4. that he's not 4.1. Okay,
nationwide 4.1
seems low, but that's fine.
So then we go to Iowa, and right now we've got Trump at 53, Haley at 17.8, and DeSantis at 15.5. So Trump has a 35% lead in Iowa, according to the polls right now. He's gonna run away with that thing.
Yeah.
But the question is then, does DeSantis drop out after Iowa? The Vivek theory. Does DeSantis drop out after Iowa? And a lot of those voters go to Nikki Haley via an endorsement, or just that's where they go.
Do you think Ron DeSantis would endorse Nikki Haley?
Maybe.
That sounds like I would think that the DeSantis base is like, I think their second choice is Trump.
That's what I'm thinking. I think Vivek's second choice, Vivek's base is second choice, DeSantis's base is second choice, both Trump. I think Christie's base's second choice is probably Nikki Haley. Yeah. But I feel like both of those, like DeSantis may be like a 60, 40, 70, 30 split, Trump, Haley, but I feel like overwhelmingly his base would go Trump. I feel
interesting.
I feel like the only reason they went with DeSantis is because he's like a less problematic. At the start, he came across as a less problematic Trump, a less baggage Trump. But
yeah, that's interesting.
I could be wildly wrong.
I disagree, but I just, there's a lot of, in my experience, there's a lot of the never Trumpers. Not the vocal never Trumpers, but like the Ben Shapiros of the world.
Yeah.
That are supporting DeSantis. And given the option between Haley and Trump for Shapiro, my guess is he would choose Haley. He wouldn't be loud about it, but he'd go into the voting booth and check Haley over Trump. But I could be wrong.
Wait, is Shapiro never a Trumper?
He started out that way in 2016, and sort of came around to the money that he's getting paid from his advertisers and his show. Like, if I go against Trump, then I'm not going to get paid. I'm not going to get very much money.
Right.
So I think he switched his opinion based on that. But he's, I think he has a lot of disdain for him. I mean, he did move the Israeli, what is it? To Jerusalem. What's it called? The
embassy?
Yeah, move the embassy to Jerusalem. You would think that Shapiro would be all about that.
I think he probably was. A lot of people were, but I mean, I don't know. I don't follow Ben Shapiro, so I just don't know where he is on things. So
don't start following him.
Yeah, well, DeSantis will have, he's going to get pressure. I mean, could he theoretically drop out and not endorse somebody? So he's going to have to choose probably one or the other, right?
I don't think he can endorse Trump.
Interesting. Well, why not?
I think just because of the way. So with Christie dropping out, the only way for DeSantis and Haley to gain an edge, which we saw in the debate, is that they've got to start taking that lane of attacking Trump. Somebody's got to do it. And so they both started. Haley was a little more forward about it. DeSantis was kind of tinkering around the edges, saying he has baggage. He's not going to beat all these charges, blah, 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 blah. So for you to say that this man's not going to beat all the charges and it's going to be setting it up for Biden to win, and then to go endorse him, I just feel like, but I also don't see him endorsing Haley, so I feel like he's just got to sit this one out, because you're going to endorse Haley after you called her a liar up and down the highway for 3 months. So like, but I mean, politicians do things like this all the time, so who knows? But I'm just saying that I don't know what's going to happen.
we have a Biden-Harris presidency, and Harris was calling Biden a racist.
That's a good point.
I mean, I don't, I don't. Either way is not far-fetched to me. I mean, if I'm DeSantis and I'm like, who should I endorse? I drop out. We're assuming a lot here, and I drop out. I would endorse Trump. Trump would be quick to forgive. He would talk him up. Like maybe he gets a spot in the, maybe he starts to repair his reputation amongst the MAGA crowd, and like Trump would forgive him. I think. But if he endorses Haley, oh boy. But it gives her a chance. She's only down, according to the polls, in New Hampshire by 14 right now. So with Christie out and endorsing her, that's 11%. And then DeSantis out, that's a cumulative almost 18 points that has to go somewhere. So she could theoretically pull off a win there in New Hampshire. I don't think it's going to happen, but there's a path.
Is Vivek, is he running to be Trump's VP? As many people speculate?
I don't think so. I think he's probably running for a cabinet position or something.
Okay.
I think, I saw something yesterday. It was pure Twitter speculation, but that Trump was looking at Ben Carson. I wish I could remember what I saw. It was Ben Carson and then two others, but I can't remember what they were. So now
Kristi Noem?
Maybe it was Kristi Noem. I don't know.
My money's on. Somebody asked me on Twitter the other day, an urbanist friend of mine, and I said Noem or Tucker.
You said what? Noem
or Tucker.
Tucker would say no. He just started a media empire. Not gonna happen.
Empire.
And I mean, let's get back to the more important question. Why are you talking to urbanists?
I knew he wasn't going to let that one slide.
He asked me a question. I like him.
Jack?
Trump said, no, it was Dan Keshet.
I like Dan.
Yeah. Trump said in his town hall with CNN that he's decided on who his VP is.
Oh, it's Ben Carson. It's got to be.
Why do you say that?
Because Ben Carson, the only people who have not criticized Trump have been Ben Carson and like Carrie Lake. I mean, and Tucker, but like generally speaking, like everybody else has said something about him at one point or another. And I don't know him, but from everything I've seen, he's not one who's quick to forgive, it seems like. And so Ben Carson was the only one, or one of the few, he might not be the only one, who stuck through the entire administration. He never was like at odds with Trump ever. And people seem to still like him, even like I don't know what he's doing. Like, he doesn't say much, but people like him. I mean, I don't dislike him, so please don't take this as criticism of him. So yeah, I mean, I think it would be a safe, easy pick for him. And then you're also, you're combating Biden. You have a black VP, so it is first black male VP, first fully black VP.
Ooh.
Carson
first fully black person in the White House, like at an executive level.
Yeah.
Look at that.
See?
Carson is in Iowa as we speak with Carrie Lake, campaigning for Trump.
They're fighting for VP spots. That's what they're doing.
Carrie Lake turns me off. I don't know.
Really?
A little bit.
I
don't know why. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that's what you get for being like Michael Searle. So do y'all want to, should we move on to the aliens before Michael just like gets angry at us for not talking about it?
Aliens.
Sure. Which aliens are we talking about?
Well, let's look at it.